Wonderful. We are live for tonight's community session in Polistic Yoga Academy. If you are here live, thanks for being here. If you're watching this on the replay, be sure to leave a comment below. We're going to get started by reading from this book, which I often do in the Academy, read from other people's books and give you just a little bit of inspiration. This is called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And I really, really love this. And I think that this really sums up what we're doing here in Polistic Pole Yoga, of how we're taking the big leap here. Perfect. Okay, he says, I had just returned to my office from lunch with a friend, and we spent he says, I was happy with my life. Let me find it. I leaned back in my chair and gave myself a good stretch, letting out a sigh of relaxed satisfaction. I felt great. A few seconds later, though, I found myself worrying about my daughter, Amanda, who was away from home on a summer program she had very much wanted to attend. A slideshow of painful images flickered through my mind. Amanda sitting alone in the dorm room, Amanda feeling lonely and miserable away from home, Amanda being taunted by other kids. The inner joy disappeared from my body as my mind continued to produce this stream of images. Thinking something might be wrong, I grabbed the phone and called the dorm where she was staying. Her dorm supervisor told me Amanda was fine. In fact, she could see out the window to where Amanda was playing soccer with some other girls. The kind supervisor told me it was normal for parents to worry about kids away from home. Indeed, she said, I was really the third parent to call that day with similar concerns. Really, I said, surprised. Why do you think that is? She gave a wise chuckle. You don't realize how much you miss her, so you think she must be hurting somehow. Plus, you probably had experiences yourself of being lonely away from home, so you think she must be having the same experience. I thanked her and I hung up. I felt a bit foolish, but I also knew that something important had just happened. I sat there wondering, how did I go from feeling good in one moment to manufacturing a stream of painful images in the next? Suddenly, the light of awareness dawned on me. I manufactured the stream of painful images because I was feeling good. Some part of me was afraid of enjoying positive energy for an extended period of time. When I reached my upper limit of how much positive feelings I could handle, I created a series of unpleasant thoughts to deflate me. The thoughts I manufactured were guaranteed to make me return to a state I was more familiar with, not feeling so good. Worrying about children away from home is always a handy way to feel bad, but I knew if I hadn't pulled up that particular worry thought, I would have used some other train of thought to dampen my mood. I remember almost dancing with excitement as I applied this insight to different parts of my life, such as relationships and health. Once I saw the pattern, it became obvious how it worked. I would enjoy a period of relationship harmony, then stop the flow of connection by criticizing or starting an argument. The upper limit problem showed up even in my eating habits. I would eat healthy food and get plenty of exercise, feeling great for several days in a row. Then I would go on a weekend binge of restaurant food, wine, and late nights that would leave me feeling dull and bloated. The pattern was simple. Enjoy a period of feeling really good, then do something to mess it up. I also realized that same pattern had a grip on the world at large. As humans, we would enjoy a period of peace, then plunge into war. We would create a time of economic expansion, then go into recession or depression. Everywhere I looked, I saw evidence of this pattern. And then he says, he's asking questions. Am I willing to increase the amount of time that my whole life goes well? Am I willing to feel good and have my life go well all of the time? So I think that that's a lesson that we can all learn. And one way that we can use our holistic yoga practice in a practical way is when those negative thoughts start coming in, we can go to the pole. There's so many different courses in the Polistic Yoga Academy that you can choose from. The trauma healing, power, pleasure, posture. There's so many sessions that you can choose from to help you get back in that path of feeling good. It's just that moment of self-awareness. When you feel that self-sabotage coming in, go in and do the work, get to the pole, and you'll notice how that this one thing can change our energy from going down that those self-defeating thoughts and get us back into alignment of what's real. And what's real is that we are divinely created. We have enough inside of us to live our biggest dreams, our best life. And sometimes it's just getting ourselves out of the way. And that's really the basics for Polistic Pole Yoga. So if you're new to Polistic Pole Yoga, We have the free download, $29 download. You can download the Polistic Yoga Guide. And in the back of it, before it goes into the teachings of all of the 52 poses, there's a mental checklist for you to go through as we're going through the poses. And then in the back of the poses, there is a guide on really who we are and what we're all about. So there's things in this book that you can pick up anytime. And there's also the journal, and that's going to help you move through those states where we're feeling like we're in negative thinking or we're manufacturing negative thoughts to get us. And we're going to expand our big limit so that we can have more joy, so that we can have more love, and we can experience the things that we really want to experience. Okay, now we're going to go into a pole session with this in our mind, that we're giving our body what it really needs, what it really wants. So let's come to the pole in home pose. We also have a free download for the poster. So if you haven't downloaded that yet, please do. We also have the Polistic shop on polisticyoga.com where you can get it, and I have it printed out. All right, come to the pole in home pose. Taking a big deep breath in. In home pose, we wrap our hands around the pole. Your thumb should be going to your middle finger. Sometimes I see people wrapping their thumb around on top of their fingers, but it's not. We're actually holding the pole, and the elbows are up and our spine is straight. Polistic Pole Yoga is all about spine alignment. Deep breath, and just like that mental checklist, it says start at your feet, go up your legs. Now we're gonna rock back and forth. Rocking back and forth on your feet, gently rocking back and forth. We're waking those feet up. Tonight's going to be a yin session. So we'll not have any inverted poses. This is a great session. If you're menstruating, we're going to take it real slow. Good. We're going to come into center pose now. Walk both feet directly to the pole. Reach up as high as you can on those tippy toes and then slide down. Pulling that belly button back into the spine. Gently bend the elbows, looking forward. Taking that big deep breath. Exhaling. Center pose. Gently bend the elbows so that you're engaging your biceps. Big deep breath in. Exhaling. T pose. We're going to hold the pole at our shoulder. Now, sometimes I see people wrapping their hand around, gripping the pole. That's not how we're going to do it. We're going to bring our hand so that the palm is facing forward and the back of the hand is facing back. Opening up. Breathing. T pose. Now, our feet are staying stable. We're turning at the hip, keeping the hand parallel to the earth, looking back, opening up. This is opening the heart chakra. Taking that big deep breath, letting it out. The elbow here is pointed down. Sometimes in T, I see people elongating the elbow. That is not correct. The elbow is pointing down. Looking back, breathing. And we hold each pose for at least 12 counts with 3 deep breaths, turning, holding that pole at the shoulder, turning back. Breathing. Opening your heart. Good. Now we're going to take a big deep breath and go into forward fold. Exhaling into the forward fold. It doesn't matter your ability. All of these poses tonight, you're going to be able to do. There's modifications for each one that I'll show. Forward fold, if you can't go all the way down, you can just bring your head here. Listen to your body. We're always listening to our body in Polistic Yoga. If you can get the back of your head to the pole, that's the correct way for forward fold. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Coming into star pose. Look, taking the thumbs. Both thumbs are up and you're looking up at that right hand. So you're open with your hands, pulling back with your glutes, pulling the belly button into your spine and breathing. Forward star is shining our light and your elbows are extended this time. Left hand up, right hand down. Opening up, breathing. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. What we do to one side, we do to the other. We're always equalizing in Polistic Pole Yoga. Good. Now we're going to come to standing side angle. Next to the pole, both feet right next to the pole so that you're directly in line. Holding the pole again, the back of the hand is to the back of the wall, gently sliding down, bring that left hand up, ear in line with the bicep. Your bicep should be bulging. Now for an advanced move of standing side angle, you can come on your tippy toes and you can also pulse. So you make the choice tonight. Do you want to stay grounded or do you want to add that pulse? Listen to your body. What is it needing? What is it asking for? Breathing. Good. Now you can either turn around or step to the other side of your pole, depending on how much room you have. That's one great thing about Polistic Pole Yoga is we don't need a lot of room. We actually use the wall and the pole to go upside down. We're not going to do that tonight, but there are tutorials in the academy on how we do that. Breathing. Our chest is open in standing side angle. So if you're bouncing, keep that chest open. If you're just holding, keep that elbow down. Good. Now we're going to go into chair pose. Walking the feet forward. In chair, this is what's really different. We're not back here like twerking. We're coming up so that our feet are in line with the pole, and then we're sitting down. Just like we're on a chair here. Hold the pole at your heart chakra. You can come up on your tippy toes for an added stretch, squeezing the glutes, pulling the spine straight. Sometimes I see people in a recliner. We are not in a recliner chair. We're in a straight back chair. Breathing. Good job. Snake pose. Left foot directly in front of the pole. Right foot around. Coming back. Holding the hand so that the hips are square. Or you can hold the pole. Either way, listen to your body. Bring your hands up when you're ready. Ears in line with the biceps. The spine is always straight in Polistic Pole Yoga. So in snake pose, do not look up. Do not break that neck. Keep the ears in line with the biceps. If you want to go back further, you keep the ears in line with the biceps. Again, we're not holding the hands out here either. They're right in line with the ears and the biceps are right in line. And you should be shaking. We shake, not ache. Right foot down, left foot around, pointing that toe. Squaring up the hips, coming back. Deep breath in, exhaling out. We're always connecting with our breath. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Good job. The further you go back, the more you're going to shake. Deep breath in, exhaling. Good. Reverse star. Back against the pole, left hand down, right hand up, dropping that pelvis down. The hips are square. Bringing that ear in line with the bicep. Breathing. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling down. Squeezing those glutes. Good. Left hand up, right hand down. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Bringing that right hand up. Walking both feet out. Reverse angle. Now your foot is going to be coming up. The further you go out, the more it's going to be a stretch on that back. So you can walk yourself a little closer just so you're in an angle. Ears in line with the biceps. The further you go out, the further the stretch, pointing that toe. Breathing. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Giving yourself to feel good, permission to feel good in your body. Right foot down, left foot up, pointing that toe. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Good. Rolling over. Back flat, forward table, looking up at the pole. Breathing. Looking up at the pole. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Now we're going to gently sway those hips. Swaying those hips gently. Looking up at the pole. Good. Now you're going to take that right foot and bring it up. Stretching those hips out, pointing the toe. Keeping the hip at the parallel on the parallel plane of the earth. Good, right foot down, left foot up. Pointing the toes. Looking up at the pole, breathing. Good, now we're gonna come to the pole into hero pose. We're standing femur length away from the pole here in hero. Might take you a little bit. If you're here, you're too close. You wanna make this rectangle here. So we're making this rectangle. The foot is not down, it is up. So this is at the parallel plane, all of this. If you need to hold yourself here in hero, that's fine. This is all about opening these hips. The further down you go, make sure you're not leaning forward. The chest is open. Bringing that right hand over, left hand up too. If you can. If not, hold both here. That's okay too. It's just really important that if you're all the way down, that this line is straight. Breathing. Good, coming into half moon pose. Bringing those feet close to the pole. The right hand is holding above the head. The left hand comes over, dropping down. Breathing. Opening the chest. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Good. Come to the other side. Bringing that leg up into hero pose once more, or you can turn around, going to the back of your room. Listen to your body. Breathing. We show up to practice at least 30 minutes once a week. Showing up every day for 30 minutes is the best. Coming into half moon. I see some people that just try to do a few poses here and there, and that is not elevating your heart rate. You need 30 minutes to really elevate your heart rate. We're using calisthenics where we get the heart rate up and then bring it down, coming into full moon. Feet are shoulder width apart, back to the pole, hands over the crown chakra, dropping the pelvis down, elbows are together. Breathing. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Now we're gonna sway these hips side to side. Swaying your hips, bringing that energy up your spine. We balance all the chakras equally in Polistic Yoga. With every session, we're balancing our whole energy system. Good, coming over into forward table once more. Looking up at the pole, forward table, feet are shoulder width apart. Deep breath in, exhaling. Deep breath in, exhaling. Now we're gonna forward fold. Bringing the head down, forward fold. And bring the hands up like a runner, palms facing each other, or come into eagle if you can grab the pole, looking up at the pole. If you can't come into eagle, that's okay. It's an advanced pose. Just bring your hands here. This is getting the blood flowing down even more. Even though we're not going upside down tonight, we're still getting our heads upside down. Deep breath in, exhaling. Deep breath in, exhaling. Good, drop the hands down to the pole, extended forward fold. Stretching back, looking up at the pole. Looking up at the pole and extended forward fold. Deep breath in, exhaling. Deep breath in, exhaling. Good, coming up. Now we're gonna come to Superman pose. Keeping that left foot straight in line with the pole, wrapping the right foot around. So it's just like hero, but this time we're reaching out in front of us. The chest is down towards the floor and we're looking up towards our hands. If you can't extend your hands out, leave them here on your hips. Breathing. And if you can't do that, you can hold the pole back here. Breathing. Pointing the toe. Good. Right foot down, left foot around. Bringing that left foot, wrapping around, reaching out. Breathing. Deep breath in, exhaling. Deep breath in, exhaling. Good. Now we're going to come back into reverse star once more. Left hand down, right hand up. You should notice this time it's easier to stretch the hips down, opening the chest, feeling how good it feels in your body. I'm a light. I'm a vessel for love. Left hand up, right hand down. Speak kind words to yourself as you're practicing your Polistic Yoga practice. We use affirmations a lot in our practice. Good. Left hand down, reverse plank. Keeping the chest open. This is a great one if you work at home. Squeeze those glutes, work on a computer, do anything repetitive, driving, anything where you're bent over. This is a great one. Squeezing those glutes. Breathing, deep breath in. Exhaling out. Good. Now we're going to turn back around. We're going to come into snake pose once more. Left foot to the pole, right foot around. This time we're going to add these little pulses in snake. So you're going to go up and down, adding these tiny little pulses up and down. Breathing. Pointing the toe. Good. Right foot down, left foot around. Tonight, we're just going through the basic poses in case you've never practiced with us. But in our other sessions in level 2, we have lots of variations coming up and down. Just like this tiny one on snake pose. Adding this variation. Deep breath, pushing it out. Good. Now we're going to come into chair pose once more. Either stay flat foot or on your tippy toes. And we're going to add this tiny little bounce. So you're going to go up and down, up and down. Good. Now we're going to come into swimmer's pose. So put your left heel to the pole. Hold the pole with your right hand. Bring the right foot up. Bring the left hand out. Keep the chest square, pushing down to the earth. Looking up at that finger, right up in front of you. Palm is facing the ear, pointing the toe. Good. Right foot down, left foot up. Good job. Pushing that left shoulder down. Breathing. Deep breath in. Letting it out. Deep breath in. Letting it out. Reverse table. Giving ourselves permission to feel good in our body, to live our best life. Table poses are the pause. So we're pausing here. Don't let that back fall. Keep it parallel to the earth. Breathing. Good. Gently come up, bringing the head up very last, coming into sit spot. Sitting against the pole, you can either come up on your tippy toes or flat foot. You can hold the pole above your head in prayer, right in front of your heart, hands on the hips, hands out, hands even under if you need a little bit of extra assistance. Breathing, you should be shaking here, keeping the chin up. Good, turning back around into number 2 forward angle. Bring the feet to the pole, hands at the sacral chakra, dropping back, elbows are bent. Breathing. Deep breath in, exhaling. Letting that heart rate come down. Deep breath in, exhaling. Good, bring that left foot directly in front of the pole. Bring the right foot up, pointing the toe. So you're back just a little bit and your elbows are bent. Your elbows are bent so that you're engaging those biceps. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Deep breath in, exhaling out. Good. Right foot down, left foot up, pointing the toe. Deep breath in, exhaling. Deep breath in, exhaling. Deep breath in, exhaling. Now I'm going to invite you to come down to the ground. And we're going to come into forward sitting lotus pose. Coming down to the ground, forward sitting lotus. Pushing those knees down. You can either hold the pole down by your feet or up at your heart, keeping the elbows bent. Breathing, squaring up your chest with the pole. Good, now we're gonna open up, looking back at that hand. T pose, elbows down. This is sitting T. Breathing. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Now we're not leaning the back, we're keeping it straight. Holistic yoga is all about spine alignment. Bringing the hand back to the pole, turning back around. Sitting T pose on the opposite side. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Good. Now we're going to lay down to the ground. Bringing both feet up and laying square. Pointing the toes, hands on the earth. It's amazing what we can do in 30 minutes with our practice. Showing up is the most important part of holistic yoga. Showing up consistently. This tells your body that you love your body. Good. Right foot down into scissors. Pointing the toes. Right foot down into scissors. You can keep your foot on the ground here. We're just letting our body acclimate to the earth. Feeling the earth's energy. Taking a big deep breath. Letting it out. Another big deep breath in. Exhaling out. And then on that third exhale, we're going to bring our foot up, pointing the toe, and we're going to upward fold. So an upward fold, you can either grab your thigh. We're keeping our chin open from our chest. Imagine that there's a ball. Our chin is going up to our knee, or we can come up and grab the pole, keeping the shoulders down, pointing the toes. It's okay if you can't reach the pole. We're always working to get there. So if you can only get to your leg, that's okay. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. We're getting stronger, leaner and longer, coming down to the ground. Left foot down, right foot up. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling in scissors. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in, and on the third exhale, we're going to lift up that left leg coming up. You can either come here to your thigh, again, looking up at the sky, keeping that chin pointed up, shoulders down if you're here, elbows bent. If you can come up, grab the pole behind your leg and breathing. Upward scissors fold is helping us get a stronger core, stronger pelvic muscles. Breathing, coming all the way down into corpse pose. Laying the feet down, this is traditional yoga. Dropping the hands to the earth, relaxing the toes. Breathing. Good, now we're gonna come into bridge pose. So bring the feet up, shoulder width apart, keeping them parallel. Raise that bottom up off the ground. Now, if you can grab the pole, that's great. Otherwise, keep your hands flat on the earth, just like traditional yoga. And then we're going to add this little modification. We're going to lower the bottom. We're going to bring the right foot up to the pole, and then we're going to come back up. You can keep the foot flat, or you can push it up into tippy toes. Breathing. Good. Left foot up to the pole, right foot down. Breathing, good job. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Good. Coming back down into corpse, laying those legs down, back into corpse. Allowing the body to rest. Feeling your breath. Move through your body. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Now we're going to do a shoulder stand. Bring the feet up to the pole. Walk them up. You can either grab the pole or keep your hands down. And if you're menstruating, you can scoot back even further so that your feet aren't so far up. Deep breath in. Letting it out. Gently slide those legs down into laying square once more, pointing the toes. Tonight's a very yin session. Sometimes we really get going. But this is a great one, leading our body into rest and relaxation. Good. Bringing the feet down into laying lotus. Taking your hands and pushing your knees open. Deep breath in. Exhaling, keeping the chin square to the pole. Open the chest. Breathing, laying lotus. You're pushing your knees open. Good. Now we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to fold up. If you can only fold up, keeping this chin open, holding the pole underneath your feet. You can do that. Drop the shoulders, keep the chin open, or if you can fold all the way up, come up, dropping the shoulders. Breathing. This is really getting a great stretch on those inner thighs. If you spend any time at all sitting, this is a great pose to help you. We want to keep our hips flexible, especially for us women that are aging. Good. Coming into V pose, bringing the feet up. Just like the Pilates V, but we're holding the pole, keeping the shoulders down, the chin slightly up, pointing the toes. Good. Now we're going to come to forward sitting lotus pose. Once more, take a deep breath, scoot the bottom back, and gently drop the head down. If you can only bring it here, that's okay. If you can touch your feet, that's okay too. Listen to your body. Breathing. Deep breath in. Exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhaling. This is our time that we surrender in gratitude for the whole, for our community, for our creator, for each other, for ourselves, for our breath, for this practice. Coming back up. And now we're going to gently scoot our bottom in as far as we can go to our feet, bringing the hands down close to the feet, dropping the shoulder down, forward sitting lotus, pushing the knees down. You're stretching the knees down as far as you can get them to the earth. Breathing. Good. Now we're going to bring our back to the pole. Reverse sitting lotus. Feet together. And now we're going to come up on our hands or on your fists. You're going to push yourself up off the earth and push your back into the pole. Push your back, push your spine, push your neck, keeping the chin parallel to the earth. Deep breath in. Exhaling out. Now drop the bottom so that you're sitting perfectly straight. Bring the back of the hands, pushing the knees down. So you're stretching the back of your wrists. Feeling your breath. Good. Now we're going to take our hands up over the pole, switch them so that they're palms facing each other, looking up at the sky. Coming to the end of our session. Good. Dropping the hands, dropping the feet into sitting pose, shaking them out. Sitting pose is where we end the session. Drop the hands, drop the feet. And now I invite you to come to any comfortable sitting or laying position. And we're going to come into meditation for just about 2 minutes. If you choose to go into a longer meditation, you can do that on your own time after I shut the camera off. We will have a time for question and answer. And if you stick around to the end, your name will be entered into the drawing. And somebody's going to win a prize. So right now, let's just bring our focus into this moment. Connecting with your breath. Bringing your awareness back into this time and space. Well done for showing up. Give yourself a hug. From me to you, from all of us Holistic Polars to you. You did so amazing for treating yourself to this wonderful gift. Well done, and I'll see you next time. Namaste at the pole.